commodity wish list. Manisha.
Well, thank you so much for that. I want to start with the top one that we have in sense of commodities, and that is the commodities transaction tax. Let me remind you that the commodities as a derivative market began in 2003, and it was in 2013 that we saw CTT being levied in case of commodities. Now, remember, commodities is quite different from equities, and it's a low margin trade. There is majorly small retailers, MSMEs, FPOs, and farmers as well trading within. So it is a hedging mechanism, and CTT has actually led to a bit of a decline and an impact on the trade. And this is one thing that the trade absolutely has on a wish list from the time it was put in for this to be abolished. The second one really is about allowing banks to trade into commodities. This will not only bring in credibility, transparency, but higher volumes within the space as well. Allowing NRIs into this space also has been a long-term ask. And then it has been about modern warehousing. So this will actually benefit grading, quality processing, certification services, etc., which is something that the agri as a trade and a post-harvest is watching out for. The other is about relisting of the 7 agri commodities, which have a blanket ban on them until December 2024. So a relook into this is something that the trade is wanting for. And the other is to replace GST with IGST, which is integrated goods and services tax in case of commodities, something that would yet again work and favor better in this trade. I also want to take you through on what gold as an industry is wishing from this budget this time around. One is, of course, about the reduction in the import duty from a current 15% to a 10%. The other is about the special benefit of 0.5% duty on imports from India International Bullion Exchange. IBX, remember, has been a big success in the last 1 year. But to facilitate further, the markets are anticipating more push into this one. The other clearly has been about setting up a jewelry export center. This is within the GIFT City itself. And the other is mandatory hallmarking. As of now, smaller jewelers with lower turnovers and on pieces which are smaller in case of weightage and caratage are not mandated. But this is something that the industry is also asking for. The other is stopping import duty benefits for the least developed countries, and also FTAs within countries is another thing that is on an ask here. And apart from that, a lot of retail or jewelry buying community is asking for EMIs when it comes to buying in jewelry. That's another thing that the street is watching out for. Diamond industry is also looking for a reduction in import duty to 2.5%. This is in case of rough and polished diamonds as well. And the other is buy and selling of rough diamonds within special notified zone is another one that continues to be on a wish list for last couple of years now.